How's it going, lads? Marshall here. Welcome back to another review on the channel. Now, tonight we've got a French midfielder from Ligue 1, and his hair is amazing. It is THURAM, THURAM. Now, if you guys don't watch Ligue 1, you don't watch French football, etc., etc., you might not know who THURAM is. But if you've played Football Manager, let me tell you, this guy is a legend on there anyways. He's very, very good on there. He develops into a very good player. Hence why, potentially, he's got a future star. We're going to review it today to see if he's worth, as you can see in the corner, 185,000 coins, which I've got to see if you can compare him to the other SBCs within that league, in the position. Want to take it to the World Cup. We've got Showdown Fofana. Obviously, he was a little bit... No, it wasn't even Fofana. Oh, it was Fofana. Showdown Fofana, he was a little bit more defensive. We had Bellegarde, who, by the way, after using Bellegarde and after using THURAM tonight, I'd probably say Bellegarde is the most similar to THURAM in terms of what they kind of bring to the table in game. Now, THURAM's got high work rates. He's 6'4", absolute unit of a man. 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot. So if you're looking for, I don't know, maybe a little bit of flair every now and then, it's not really going to happen. If you're looking for I don't know, maybe he is right-footed, so maybe like a left-foot strike from the edge of the area, it's not going to happen with the 3-star weak foot. So don't get your expectations too high with THURAM in terms of the exceptional, so to speak. His stats, you could call them exceptional. I mean, he's got great pace, and remember, he's 6'4" as well. He's got 84 acceleration, 85 sprint speed. Shooting-wise, what I will say in game, he missed quite a few sitters for me, so 83 finishing seems a bit like, dude, why didn't you score this? You know, from the experience I just had. 82 shot power, very, very nice. Positioning looks good as well at 88. Passing, phenomenal. I mean, he doesn't really need the crossing for the position that he's in, so that is all gravy right there. Dribbling. Now, we'll mention this. It says he's got 88 dribbling, which I don't doubt. He's got 83 agility, which, once again, I don't doubt. It's just that he's 6'4", and in terms of getting those dribbling stats out of him at 6'4", it was very, very difficult. But his first touch was very nice. Defending is there, great interceptions, defensive awareness, stand tackle, his aggression is 80, his strength is 90, absolute beast with 88 stamina. And I did find him defensively, in terms of his duties, very, very good at winning the ball back, basically recycling the play and getting forward. The box-to-box abilities of this card is definitely there. And as you can see with the player traits, he's got solid player. What we're going to do now, jump into the gameplay, see how he did, and give him my thoughts at the end. So into the gameplay we go. Now, for these kind of players, like the box-to-box type players, like THURAM, you're going to see a lot of this, where I either involve him in the play, do kind of a 1-2, get forward, get him into position, win the ball back. You'll see kind of basic play from when I do win the ball back to where it ends up, because obviously in that position there's only so much you can show for how they're going to perform, especially with the skill set that he's got, which, if you talk about skill set with skill set, he doesn't have too much. Now, I did have opportunities where I was like, he should score that. I had a cutback, it was on his weak foot, so I don't know about that one, but it was like literally 2 yards out. 3, maybe 4 yards out. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but you'll see that later on. I think this is a goal actually for THURAM, eventually anyways. I think is this one? It might be the next one. It's where it comes back gradually across the box and he does score. But you can see already in game, THURAM, he's getting involved a lot. I thought he did bring a lot of energy to the midfield. I thought, hey, you trigger the 1-2 with THURAM, he's going to get into a great position. As you can kind of see on these clips, I'm doing some 1-2s, I'm getting him inside the box, gets a chance there, comes on with his stronger right foot and he does dispatch. But again, later on in the exact same position, he does miss. The keeper pulls off a miraculous save. I was like, how the hell's he done that then? But I thought finishing-wise with THURAM, it wasn't brilliant, which sometimes, especially this stage in the game, you want your box-to-box players to be able to do the business defensively and offensively once you get into those kind of areas, or a little bit like more 1v1 chances. And I thought THURAM didn't have the clinical abilities I thought he might have had. Well, he should have with 83 finishing, 87 composure. It's not even bad whatsoever in terms of that. I just thought maybe a little bit more. That one there, again, you might have not seen much of THURAM, but again, he won the ball back in the field. Good search on him, and then you'd kind of go from there. Look at that pass, mate. Goes through to Sydney Govou. I don't know what that search was, but it is what it is. In terms of pros then, pros and cons, you can see on the left-hand side of your screen what we do have for THURAM. So we've got pace. He is very, very quick. Now, he's got 84 acceleration, 85 sprint speed, which is very, very nice. But he's 6'4" as well. He covers, like, an unusually large amount of grounds. You know when someone's like, I don't know, Haaland, for example, in real life. You know, when you see Haaland move, it's like, that looks weird. He's so quick for someone that looks like super tall for no reason. Or he is super tall for no reason. But same can be said about THURAM on this game. He's unusually quick, I think would be my description right there. His first touch is immaculate in every single time, so I've got no qualms or complaints with him when it does come into that kind of region of his game. However, if you try and speed the dribble up, do certain aesthetic touches or contextual dribbles, it seems to slow him down. And that happened quite a few times. And again, this is a cutback, by the way. Just past 6 yards. I'll give him like 7 yards, maybe 9 yards. We'll give him 9 yards. I should score from that kind of range, though. So that kind of did disappoint me when he was missing those kind of chances. But going back to the dribbling in the first touch. His first touch is immaculate, incredible, and very, very nice. What I did find with him, though, if I tried to kind of dribble at high speeds, no chance. No chance whatsoever. So speed of dribble is amongst the cons. Not because his speed of dribble is slow, it's just because he can't do it, to be honest. A 3-star combo will be amongst the cons as well. Whereas the rest of his pros, we've got passing in there, is very, very nice. Got quite a few assists with him, to be honest. I did get 4 assists with Kefren THURAM. Box-to-box abilities there, and his defensive abilities are utterly sensational. With that being said, what we're going to do now is jump to the summarize Kefren THURAM. So there we have it for the gameplay for Mr. Kefren THURAM, and I'm going to bring it back to what I kind of mentioned at the start, right? We mentioned players that are basically SBCs in the past that's come out in the position that THURAM is. You look at Fofana from Monaco. Now, that Fofana from Monaco is still one of my favourites, kind of defensive CDM type players on the game. I think his positioning is utterly insane. We got Bellegarde, roughly the same time. I think it was a winter wildcard Bellegarde. Yeah, it was. And that was 49k as an SBC. And he was brilliant, utterly brilliant. Now, you might look at Bellegarde and think he's not really on the level of Kefren THURAM. You might look at the stats and think, a little bit different, but it's not that different if you kind of look at them. Now, height-wise, massive difference. It's like 5'8" to 6'4", but it's when it comes to the layout of stats. Now, layout of stats with THURAM, as you can see, we've got pace, we've got passing, dribbling, defending, physicality. Shooting, it's there, but it's also kind of throw-off stat, you know what I'm saying? And the same kind of layouts is there with Bellegarde as well. And I think if you want like the same kind of, I'm not going to say the exact same type of player, but what they bring to the game. Bellegarde is what THURAM also brings to the game. They're very, very similar in that aspect. And I'm not talking about the height, because it's not similar. I'm not talking about the body types. I'm not talking about the high work rates. I'm talking about their role they play in your team. Now, each team, traditionally on FIFA, you've got a ball winner in midfield, right? You've got kind of a playmaking GAM, maybe a playmaking centre midfielder, and a lot of teams have this kind of box-to-box kind of engine where they're up and down and they're covering that kind of mid-ground. And that is what I associate with Bellegarde, Ronaldo Sanchez, for example. Kefren THURAM is one of those types of players. So when it kind of comes to that, and you look at paying 185 for a player that you potentially already have in your squads, you've got to think about it, and think about it hard. Because obviously you don't want to be wasting coins at any stage in the game. So I think personally, if you've got those types of players that are the box-to-box, and maybe they are French within Ligue 1, and you don't need any more French Ligue 1 midfielders, maybe you do, get it done. But if you've already got those types of players, what's the point in adding another one that might not add any impact into your team? And that's what I'm trying to say. Kefren THURAM's still a very, very good player, and I did like what he had to bring to the table. It's just sometimes it was like, I've kind of seen this before. You know, sometimes when you see a film, it's like, oh, I watched this when I was like 5 or something, like 10 years ago. I don't know. That's a weird kind of thing. But basically, when you watch the film and you didn't realize you watched it the first time round, that kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? So I've kind of already seen this type of player before. He's going to get an 8.0 overall rating for myself. Still a cracking player. It's just, it doesn't add too much to what is already there, is basically what I'm trying to say. As for the value, I think given what's already there, he's very overpriced right now. I think 185 is a good 80 to 100k more than he should be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give him value for coins of a 7.0. The value is there if you get it done, especially if you use untradables, but overall, it's a bit meh. It's a bit overpriced. But guys, it's going to be the review for the night of Mr. Kefren THURAM. If you guys have enjoyed, please leave a like, drop a comment, and yeah, leave your thoughts amongst the comments. I do appreciate you guys sticking by the channel during the reviews. I will get more out. I'm just working on the timing and things I need to do daily to get more reviews out to you guys. But thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We will catch you in the next one.